After the scorched assault, I have become the Enclave's general, securing access to the nuclear silos at last. With this kind of firepower, we'll finally be able to put an end to the Scorch Plague once and for all. This is where the Brotherhood failed. This is Volt's mission. Make no mistake. This is the real final stand.
Welcome, General, to the Command Center. This space served many purposes. Armory, archives, education center. But its most critical role was its connection to the local nuclear missiles. A short training regimen was added to help new generals familiarize themselves with the nukes, their capabilities, and their dangers. If you wish to acquaint yourself with their intricacies, you're welcome to approach the posters against the wall. If you'd rather jump right in, you may speak to any of our command terminals to move on to the next step in your personal nuclear arms race.
Modus, I don't believe we can afford to waste any more time. This is long overdue. We need to act now.
Not the poster type. We understand entirely. It's about time you started getting your hands dirty. There are a few key paths you should explore. Acquiring a nuclear keycard, hunting down a few code officers, and delving into the nature of the launch code's encryption in our archives. Everything you need to get started, you should find in this space. How to proceed, though, we leave up to you. But please, feel free to ask our terminals if you have any questions. Good hunting, General.
Very well, I'll start first by acquiring a nuclear keycard. Thanks to the Volt's network, we won't need to get any of the code pieces ourselves. Since this is the most crucial item in all of Appalachia, it's only fair that it would have top-of-the-line security. However, we also have top-of-the-line defenses with this power armor and top-of-the-line firepower, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Unauthorized access of secure transport container. Starting self-destruct countdown under dropkick protocol. Detonation in 5 minutes unless valid cancellation code received.
5 minutes? It's enough time for me to go grab lunch and come back. I ain't sticking around for that long, I have places to nuke. Now that I've acquired a nuclear keycard, I should check the silo cooldowns. If anybody else launched a nuke from a silo, that silo enters a cooldown for about 2 hours. All looks good, let's launch a nuke.
Scanning. Error. Credentials not found. Activating security system alpha. Stand by for security inspection.
Once you're in, you can go follow the quest marker, or you can just go take the biometric scan if you already know this place. But for now we are going to follow the quest to make things more clear. I wouldn't recommend a cremator for this, just because it can't deal with the turrets very well. Any other weapon that can hit the turrets should be fine. Also, you'll need either a stealth suit or a power armor for this to be easier. And if you ever find yourself in need of copper, lead or aluminum, this is a pretty good place. You may also want to deactivate the turrets as well, and some terminals that do that will be locked, so you'll need the Master Infiltrator Legendary perk card. After we read the security protocol, we found out that we'll need to make a biometric ID card, which are all over the place. So it should be easy to find one as we go to the next objective. The only reason to come here is if you want the scanner marked on your compass. If you knew where it was, you could skip everything we've done since we got out of the lift. Now that we've done the scan, we need to return to the previous terminal to register the biometric data on the card we just looted. The card needs to be blank, and to do that we need to swipe it to wipe it. With this card we can disable the laser grid and proceed with the task at hand.
Security teams to Sector Alpha. Security lockdowns initiated. Area doors are sealed to visitors.
The next area is irradiated, as you probably guessed already when you saw the decontamination arches. If you've brought power armor, you should be good. If not, the game cannot offer you more than this damage hazmat suit. That and Radex should do the trick. It should be a security terminal that can shut down the turrets somewhere in here. And this is why we need Master Infiltrator. Any level will do. Now that there are no more turrets to worry about, we can do the next step of this process. We need to shut down the reactor from the terminal in order to repair the broken pipes. You may find this similar to the power plant events if you've done them before. If you can't repair them all in 3 minutes or less, you'll have to shut down the reactor and try again. You can follow the sound, look for the steam or the yellow-black pattern. The last 3 will be marked on your compass to help you find them faster. If you manage to find all before the timer runs out, you can restart the reactor yourself to skip the countdown.
Machinery system restarted. Successful. Reactor system integrity restored.
After completing the task successfully, the door unlocks, allowing us passage to the next room. In the next room we can start ripping out panels to make the security system malfunction. This will disable the laser grid. You could do this easier if you have a gun with explosive legendary perk on. Sadly, grenades or other explosive like the cremator don't work. And this is the only reason I took the cremator in here, so beware.
Mainframe integrity compromised. Aborting security protocol. Engineering team report to the Operations Center for immediate repairs.
For the next step, ironically, you have to repair the damaged mainframe cores. You can also find intact mainframe cores on your way to the Tinker's workbench.
Additional security required. Security incident resolved. Standing down.
You'll want to clear the room for any turrets or hostiles because the next step is defense.
All personnel, take your stations. All personnel to stations. Assembling launch crew chiefs. Launch control chief. Active. Proceeding to station. Unsanctioned launch in progress. Security teams to the control room. Security teams to the control room.
You'll have to defend the bots while they do what they were programmed to do.
Launch prep complete. All systems nominal. Standing by for final authorization.
Once completed, we'll go to the command center, introduce the keycard, use the vault's network to find the code for all the silos, and then we can launch a nuke. You can nuke almost any part of the map. I will select Fisher Site Prime to summon the Scorch Beast Queen.
Attention. Attention. Launch sequence activated. Launch tube will seal in 30 seconds. All personnel should exit the launch tube immediately.
The event will take a few seconds to start, which should give you enough time to prepare for the fight. Bring your diluted Radex and Radaways if you have mutations, your orbital strike beacon, fusion cores, 2 weapons or weapon repair kits, enough ammo and some grenades for the rest of the mobs. This should be enough for your first Scorch Beast Queen encounter. Go give it hell!
Become death, the destroyer of worlds. Watch the sky light up as the mushroom cloud unfurls. Scorched, fall out of the orange-colored sky in swirls. Yet her scream shakes you to the core. The queen emerges with rage in her roar. Our mission is clear. This is our war. With power, armored might, we stride against the death sky. Nuclear hellfire reigns, the scorched queen will die. We march into the breach, with weapons raised high. To end this plague of monsters, let our courage fly. Radiation in the air, the beast torn asunder. But one remains their queen, our greatest thunder. Steel hearts and iron wills in fusion's glare. With the council's mark, Enclave's finest square. Through the smoke and flames, we cut the darkened air. Seeking the scorched beast, our resolve laid bare. march without a doubt. My orbital strike beacon will turn the tide around. The Queen descends, her shadow vast and grim, roars of fury echo as the sky turns dim. With the beacon in hand, the target's lit. We call in the strike, this is the final hit. Through the debris, she crashes to the ground. The Queen's dying screech, a deafening sound. Victory's call, echoes of cheers all around. In all of Appalachia, you can feel the impact swirls. The orange-colored sky turns dim, and fallout unfurls. I am become death, the destroyer of